book tour last year in San Francisco, and a woman came up to get her book signed, and I looked at her and said, "Do you direct gay porn?" She seemed startled. "I do." "How'd you know?" I said, "I watch a lot of gay porn." I like to maintain a sort of situation room approach to watching porn, 10 tabs open, 10 fingers on 10 different pulses, not to mention any regional developments. I love all porn. The unchecked sociopaths at Sean Cody, the unwashed masses on Xtube, and the Indiegogo'd personal efforts of Colby Keller, the Marina Abramovic of gay porn. You know it's only a matter of time before Gaga's got an arm around him at a dinner for Ryan Murphy. The director, who I'll call Donna, is one of only 3 female directors in the industry, sort of the Jane Campion of gay male porn. We exchanged information and started emailing. She mentioned she was coming to New York to film a scene. This might be weird or inappropriate to ask, so please say so if it is, I wrote, but could I visit the set and observe? I'm a huge fan and would just love to see what the energy on set is like and, maybe write about it at some point. And she wrote back immediately, "Sure, the more the merrier." But you can't just observe, you have to pitch in. I'll put you on emergency lube distribution or ass wiping. "Great," I responded. And 3 months later, I climbed 5 flights of stairs to a cramped 1-bedroom Airbnb just downwind of Port Authority and rang the buzzer. Donna opened the door, already sweaty in a tight tank and high pony. I was so high when I told you could come, but fuck it, it'll be fun. The apartment wasn't someone's home, per se. It had laminated instructions above all the electronics and light switches. There was nothing on the walls. The soap dishes were empty, but there were sheets on the bed. "Did you bring these?" I asked. "No, but I'll wash them," she said. "It's not your apartment. I know you're all worried." Well, maybe. Laminated instructions. She handed me a slimy Ziploc bag full of half-empty bottles of lube. As promised, I set a bottle on each of the nightstands flanking the bed. Ina Garden's voice played in my head. "I like to use 2 layers of paper towels when setting out lube. Trust me, it's worth it." "It's a super low-budget shoot, intimate shoot," Donna said. "Very amateur feel, which is really in right now. Just me, the camera, and the guys." I looked up. She'd gaff-taped a boom mic to the French door. "Can you set out the snacks?" Donna bought snacks. Triscuits, a crudité platter, grapes, and thin-sliced turkey meat, which I tried to, fan out alluringly on a plate. "Oh, God," Donna said later. "I just realized it's a flip-flop scene. They're going to take turns, so no one's going to eat anything." "I will," I said. The actors, the talent, arrived. We exchanged pleasantries while they undressed. They didn't seem thrown by my presence at all. I mean, obviously I was there just to make sure no one got too hard. "Okay, circle up and hold hands," Donna said. "This is a little witchy thing I like to do before every shoot, like Madonna and her dancers." So the 4 of us stepped into a circle and held hands. "Dear porn gods," Donna said, closing her eyes, "be with us today. Help us to have a crazy, fun, sexy shoot with lots of hard dicks and hot fucking." She opened her eyes and looked at the actor to my right. I'll call him Brandon. Brandon, it's so great to work with you again. I loved that shoot with you in Vegas a couple years ago, and it's just so amazing to see how nicely you're growing up, how manly you're becoming with all your muscles and fur, so hot. She turned to the actor next to him. I'll call him Troy, which is generous. Troy, I've never met you, but I'm so happy Ricky recommended you in his absence. You're super cute. I like your look. I like that you're first. And I just want you to relax today. I know this is your first scene, and I want you to feel super comfortable. She turned to me. Isaac, it's so weird that you're here. But I really enjoyed meeting you in San Francisco, and I liked your book, and I think you'll have an interesting perspective. She closed her eyes again and squeezed our hands, took a deep breath in and out. Thank you. It was already more welcoming than most off-Broadway table reads. Donna wandered off to put a fresh battery in her camera. Troy went in to plug in his phone, and Brandon turned to me and said,
"We are going to ruin porn for you."
Brandon and I sat on the couch and chatted while he thumbed the head of his dick and tried to get hard.
"Oh, I know Ars Nova. I've performed there."
Whenever there was downtime, they'd both just gently tug at their dicks, just to keep blood in them, you know? And I began to feel like Mariska Hargitay on SVU, you know, when she's questioning someone at work and they don't stop unloading the truck. And then we started filming. The plot of the scene was, a couple wakes up in Midtown. They filmed the whole scene in 2 45-minute takes, like a Robert Altman film. Which is apparently unheard of in porn. Normally they stop every 2 minutes because the dicks go soft and they've all long grown immune to Viagra, so everyone retreats into corners and tugs and tugs and tugs until someone shouts, "Hard!" and then everybody runs back to bed. Actors, directors, camera, sound, to furiously film for as many minutes as whatever fucked up fantasy the guy thought up in the corner will allow. Know what I was expecting from the day. Perhaps the revelation was that it didn't ruin porn for me. I don't know that porn is something that can be ruined, because porn is so rarely good. Porn is lube, and I know that. And yet, every night, I strike out again in search of something, in search of that spark, you know, that blue streak of recognition. That moment where the bottom is, you know, truly changed by the penetration. You know, like it's study abroad or something. And that moment where the top, you know, just so perfectly embodies my friend's dad from church. Well, in the meantime, we'll always have Hell's Kitchen.